If you know the secret to burn your past karma, you no longer need an astrologer to predict your future. Because your life in this body, and even your future births, will be filled with happiness and bliss. Choosing a spiritual life is like choosing between red pill and blue pill. Red being knowledge, and blue being burning your karma. Knowledge creates more karma, but choosing blue means you are seriously thinking about not getting entrapped again in this maya or illusion of creation. The power lies in chanting the holy names of the Lord, especially in this age of Kali Yuga. Chanting the Vishnu mantra destroys karmic reactions faster than anything else. The Padma Purana reveals two powerful lines.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare.
For a long time, this gem remained hidden, but then Lord Krishna himself appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Out of his infinite mercy, he freely distributed this mantra to everyone, declaring its power for the people of Kali Yuga. He even gave us the now world-famous Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Let us understand its power scientifically. Chanting the name Rama once equals reciting Vishnu Sahasranama 3 times, Krishna once equals 12 times. In the Hare Krishna mantra, we chant Rama 4 times and Krishna 4 times. That means one mantra equals 48 Vishnu Sahasranamas. When you chant 108 times, you have recited it 5,184 times. The chanting beads are made of tulasi, connected with Mercury, Buddha, who enhances intelligence. The middle finger is linked with Saturn, the chief of karma. Thus, Mercury, Saturn, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself support your journey to liberation. Karma and karmic reactions must burn. There is no doubt. Just chant and experience freedom, bliss, and eternal connection with Lord Krishna. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy.
Okay, let's truly unpack this. Imagine for a moment a profound shift in how you think about your destiny. Picture a future where you don't need to anxiously consult an astrologer, trying to figure out what the stars hold for you. Envision a path where your life, not just right now, but maybe across future births too, is promised to be just overflowing with happiness and, well, bliss. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? It really sounds like taking back control over your own existence. Well, that's exactly the revolutionary idea we're diving into today. Our mission here is to explore this ancient wisdom and its, frankly, remarkable claims about karma liberation. Specifically, we're focusing on how this liberation is supposedly achieved just by chanting specific divine names. We've been digging into some fascinating sources, ancient texts, commentaries, even visual stuff that lay out what's presented as this incredibly precise system for reaching this extraordinary state. So our goal is to peel back the layers, really get into the mechanics, look hard at the claims, and maybe understand the surprising how behind it all.
Indeed. And the fundamental challenge this wisdom addresses is the pervasive influence of what the source calls past karma and the resulting karmic results. These aren't just abstract ideas, They're presented as the main things determining your destiny, shaping almost everything. Think of it like a cosmic ledger, sort of a complex cause and effect system where every action, every thought, conscious or not, leaves an imprint, a karmic footprint, you might say. And these build up, influencing our health, our relationships, our fortunes, even the conditions of future lives. It's this intricate, self-regulating thing. And we are, in a way, constantly weaving our own future with our present actions. This ledger dictates things, often invisibly, and usually without us realizing it, making us feel subject to fate,
And that's exactly where this promise of liberation comes in, offering a truly revolutionary idea against that feeling of helplessness. The core claim from the source is incredibly direct. If you learn the trick to kill your past karma, your life, now and future, becomes filled with happiness and bliss. I mean, that's a bold statement, promising complete transformation, not just small improvements. It basically frees you from needing external predictions like astrology, because you're no longer just passively receiving karmic reactions. Instead, the idea is you're empowered to actively, systematically, even quantifiably neutralize them. Think about that, the radical idea of taking total control of your destiny, unburdened by past actions. It's about becoming the architect of your own happiness. That kind of autonomy is, it's something we rarely even consider possible.
And according to the source, the central, most powerful tool for this liberation is the disciplined chanting of Vishnu mantras. The assertion is direct. This practice kills past karma and its reactions. It's framed not just as spiritual, but as a direct, active method for clearing that karmic backlog. What's really emphasized is the direct link between effort and result. The more you chant, the more effective it is. This suggests a quantifiable relationship. More chanting means faster destruction of these imprints, clearing the path for that promised happiness. It's presented almost like a spiritual technology with predictable results.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting, where the spiritual technology starts showing its specifics. Our source points to a specific two-line mantra taken directly from a revered ancient text, the Padma Purana. And this isn't just any text. The Padma Purana is one of the major Puranas, huge scriptural works in Hinduism, known for their stories, cosmology, deep theological insights. So its inclusion gives the mantra real weight. The mantra itself goes, Hare Rama, 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 Hare, Krishna, 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 Hare, Krishna, Hare. Now, what's fascinating is the source calls this mantra initially a hidden gem. Even though it was in this major scripture, apparently, for a long time, no guru actually shared it widely. It remained obscure, like a secret key known maybe only to a few, just waiting for the right moment, the right person to bring it out into the open. Sets the stage nicely, doesn't it?
And that pivotal catalyst, that divine unveiling, arrived as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The source presents him as much more than a teacher. He's described as an avatar, a direct incarnation of Lord Krishna himself. The concept of an avatar isn't just a prophet, it's a direct descent of the divine. So Sri Chaitanya's appearance is seen as an act of causeless mercy, unconditional divine help specifically to freely give out this powerful mantra to everyone. Before him, like you said, this tool was locked away. And Sri Chaitanya didn't just share it quietly. He did it with what the source calls a grand announcement of its benefits to humans of Kali Yuga, which is the current age we're supposedly in. In Vedic cosmology, Kali Yuga is the toughest age, less spiritual understanding, more materialism, hypocrisy, shorter lives, more anxiety. So the simplicity and power of this mantra become really crucial. It offers an accessible path to liberation even in these hard times. It embodies that idea of Haranoma Eva Kevalam in this age. Only the name of God is the way. His distribution was like a lifeline.
And it wasn't just handing it out, was it? Our source details a very specific instruction from Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He reverses the mantra. This wasn't random. It was a deliberate reordering of the names in the sequence. And this specific instruction to his followers led directly to what we now know as Hare Krishna mantra chanting. This small change was huge, transforming that hidden gem into a widely accessible practice that spread like wildfire, first in India, then globally. And the stated result for those who took it up, clear and simple. People have found happiness and bliss, not just a theory, but presented as a lived reality for those who followed his instruction. It suggests maybe this specific reversal unlocked its full potential for the masses in Kali Yuga. What's fascinating now is how the source tries to give this a kind of scientific backing.
Yes, what's fascinating here is exactly that, trying to frame this within a precise, almost quantifiable system. The source tries to scientifically prove the mantra's potential to destroy karma. Now, we need to be clear, this isn't lab science. It's more like a spiritual science, a system from scripture where spiritual laws supposedly operate predictably, like physical laws. It stresses the importance of the quantum of mantra, the sheer volume and consistency being absolutely essential to actually feel the effects. The basic idea is that just remembering Vishnu, his activities, his avatars, already helps. But the mantra, through its specific structure and repetition, supposedly amplifies this effect exponentially. It makes liberation faster and more efficient.
Okay, so if we go with this idea of a spiritual science and this quantum of mantra, how does that translate directly to the Hare Krishna mantra? How do these scientific calculations actually work? What are these equivalencies that give it so much power?
It's quite a breakdown, really. The source gives very specific numbers, rooted in an ancient conversation between Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati. In that dialogue, it's explained that just saying the name Rama once is spiritually equal to reciting the entire Vishnu Sahasranama 3 times. Now, the Vishnu Sahasranama is a hymn with 1,000 names of Vishnu. So 1 Rama equals 3,000 Vishnu names. That's the baseline. And then it gets even more powerful, especially for Kali Yuga. Taking the name Krishna once is said to equal reciting the Vishnu Sahasranama 12 times. So this sets up a hierarchy, right? Krishna's name has a particularly high value in this age. Now, let's apply this to the full Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. The source claims 1 full recitation of this whole mantra equals reciting the Vishnu Sahasranama a massive 48 times. They get this because the mantra has Rama 4 times and Krishna 4 times. They provide this total value for the full mantra as a direct measure of its power against karma. It's like each repetition is a strong dose dismantling past actions.
48 times. Wow. That really puts the quantum of mantra idea into perspective. So if you take that single recitation value and scale it up to how people actually chant, the numbers must get astronomical. Walk us through that.
Absolutely. The traditional practice uses a string of 108 beads, a japamala, right? Repeating the mantra 108 times is one round. So if one mantra equals 48 Vishnu Sahasranamas, then chanting it 108 times in one round means you've essentially gained the merit of reciting the Vishnu Sahasranama 5,184 times. That's 48 times 108. Just that one round, according to the source, is a huge accumulation of spiritual energy meant to counteract karma.
And many serious practitioners do more than one round, don't they? They often do multiple rounds.
Precisely. A common practice mentioned is chanting 16 rounds on the 108 BB8 mala daily. Now let's do that math. If each round is 108 repetitions, and each repetition is worth 48 Vishnu Sahasranos, then 16 rounds cover an incredible 82,944 recitations of the Vishnu Sahasranama.
Wait, hang on. 82,944. That's just monumental. But the source makes an even more startling claim. It says this whole process, 16 rounds, achieving that huge number, takes just 5 minutes to recite. That level of efficiency is almost hard to grasp. 5 minutes, really. Does the source explain how?
You've hit on a key point.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a claim that makes you pause. The source presents this 5 minutes as proof of the mantra's incredible potency in Kali Yuga. It doesn't explicitly talk about a different kind of time, but it strongly implies that the spiritual power of the sound vibration, plus intention and divine blessing, kind of bypasses normal time. It's as if the names themselves have this compressed energy that achieves massive spiritual results very quickly. It suggests a spiritual technology optimized for this difficult age, making huge merit accessible. It really changes how you might think about efficiency in spiritual practice.
That's a profound idea. Spiritual compression or acceleration, and the source pushes this even further, suggesting even greater power beyond those 16 rounds.
It absolutely does. It takes the idea of exponential impact to a cosmic scale. The source, using accompanying visual data, breaks it down further. It claims that in just 1 hour of continuous, dedicated chanting, you effectively take the names of Vishnu around 83 million times.
83 million times in 1 hour. If we connect this back, it's not just big numbers. It's like an industrial-scale purification process. The sheer volume of names, based on these calculations, is presented as the direct way karma is destroyed, not just lessened. It implies the spiritual accounting system where the positive input just overwhelms the negative debt. The numbers themselves are meant to be the proof within this framework.
And beyond these calculations, the source brings in other supporting elements, linking the practice to astrology and even physical actions. It suggests that chanting's effectiveness isn't just the mantra, but it's enhanced by this synergy of cosmic and earthly factors. Take the chanting beads, the japa beads. They're usually wood, often from the sacred tulasi plant, which is already significant. The source explains this wood gives the support of planet Mercury, Buddha, in Vedic astrology, and Mercury is said to enhance intelligence. So the implication is the tool itself has cosmic support, aligning your mind focus, clarity with the chanting, making it work better.
That's a really interesting mix of material tools and cosmic forces. And it's not just the beads, right? There's a specific physical connection, too.
Exactly. The source points to the middle finger, which is traditionally used to count the beads. This finger, it says, gives the support of chief of karma, Lord Shani. Shani is Saturn in Vedic astrology, often feared but respected as the dispenser of justice, delivering karmic results, good and bad. The idea that this deity, the chief judge of karma, actually supports the chanting meant to destroy karma, well, that suggests a deep, almost counterintuitive alignment. It's like the karmic system itself is designed to help you transcend it through this specific practice.
So when you put it all together, the mantra's divine origin, its numerical power, these astrological and physical links, what does it all mean for the person doing it? It's a whole system working together, isn't it?
Yes, the force paints this picture of a wonderful combination, a perfectly orchestrated design. You have Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as the guru, the divine source of the mantra. That's the foundation. Then you have these subtle planetary supports. Mercury via the beads, enhancing intelligence, and Saturn via the finger bring the support of Lord Shani, the karma chief himself. This whole setup, divine source, physical tools, astrological alignments, is presented as perfectly harmonized. All are in favor of taking the soul as close as possible to Lord Vishnu. It suggests this meticulously designed spiritual technology where everything, from cosmic grace to planetary influence, works together to maximize the journey towards liberation and connection with the divine. It's truly holistic. And the synergy, this detailed system, leads to a pretty strong conclusion, doesn't it? It raises the question of karma's ultimate fate if this path is followed. The source's conclusion is completely unequivocal. Karma and karmic reactions has to burn, have no doubt. It's presented as an absolute certainty, not just a hope, an inevitable outcome once the quantum of mantra is met and these supports are in place.
The debt, no matter how big, is destined to be cleared.
And the amazing thing, really, is how simple the final instruction is, cutting through all the complex math and theology we've discussed. After explaining how it works, the power, the mechanisms, the source, boils it down to this incredibly direct call to action. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. It's the ultimate aha moment, right? A promise of profound change through a surprisingly accessible practice. It taps right into that human desire for quick, deep knowledge and a real path to happiness. So thinking about all this, the intricate numbers, the scriptures, the astrology tied to this practice, what does it really suggest about how ancient culture saw cosmic forces influencing us directly? Is the power really in the sound itself, the vibration? Or is it the chanter's intention? Or this amazing synergy of planetary support and divine grace the source describes? What does this intricate system make you wonder about? You know, the connections between spirituality, math, astrology, how they might all weave together to show a path to real, lasting happiness. Something to think about.